Good day, students. So in this moment, we will tackle about the five types of communication context. And the first one is the historical context. So the historical context involves the expectation of the speaker and the audience in situations that happen regularly or have happened in the past. So let's see, for example, if an individual does an annual sales presentation for a particular client, there will, over time, evolve certain expectation about what will happen and how things will go. So that does not mean that the same thing must happen every time, but the speaker should be aware of both their own historical expectations and that of the certain person or a certain audience. And the second one is the psychological context. So it refers to the mood and emotions of the audience as well as the speaker to a lesser extent. How the audience is feeling will have an impact on how the speaker's messages will be received and how they should be delivered. So, another example here is if a speaker is making a presentation at a conference with several days of various speakers doing presentation, the psychology of the audience will be different in the morning of the first day than it will be in the evening of the last day. So the mood following dinner will be different than the mood right before the dinner. So the third one is the cultural context. So it is one of the most obvious factors of communication, but it is also one of the most important. Culture relates to the beliefs of values of a group. The way material is effectively presented to a group of teenage boys will be different from the way it is effectively presented to a group of elderly women. So it states here that it is always critically important that a speaker understand the cultural expectations of the audience. And the fourth one is the social context. So it is a personal matter. It involves the relationship of the speaker and the audience and the expectations involved in that relationship. So the way an individual communicates with her employer will be different from the way he communicates with a drinking buddy. So the way a teacher makes a request to her students will be different from the way she communicates a request to her spouse. And the last one is the physical context. So there is a time that a and the place of everything, and that is where physical context comes in. The physical context involves the actual location, the day of day, the lighting, noise level, and related factors. So a speaker at a political rally might shout. So this is one of the example. Pound the podium and use inflammatory language to get an audience excited. At many political rallies, this type of behavior is expected. Doing the same thing with a small group of friends around a fireplace late at night would produce a very different reaction. So let's move to our next topic, basic concepts of speech, language, and communication. So what do we mean by speech, language, and communication? So speech refers to speaking with a clear voice in a way that makes speech interesting and meaningful. Speaking without hesitating too much or without repeating words or sounds. And language was referred to knowing and choosing the right words to explain what you mean, joining words together into sentences, stories, and conversation, and making sense of what people say. And communication is using language or gestures in different ways, such as to have a conversation or to give someone direction or being able to consider other people's point of view. So our last topic was all about differences between drama and theater. So what is drama? Drama is the printed text of a play. In other words, it refers to the script of a play. So the term drama is derived from the Greek word dran, meaning to do or to act. As with novels or written literary work, the people enjoying the drama have different interpretation to the context. In a drama, there is direct interaction between the author and the reader. And the next one is the theater. So the term theater is derived from the Greek term theastai, or to behold. Theater refers to the actual production of the play on stage. This requires a stage actors, background, costumes, lighting, sound effects, and most importantly, an audience. Theater is a collective effort of the playwright, director, actors, technicians, and many other people. Theater can present another interpretation of the play. So, differences between drama and theater. So the key difference between drama and theater is that drama is refers to a printed text of a play while theater refers to the onstage production of the play. So another differences between them was the two terms is the interpretation of the play. So I have explained above the interpretation of the play presented by on the stage production might be different from the interpretation obtained by reading the drama. So in drama, there is a direct interpretation between the audience and the creator. And however, in theater, directors, actors, and designers play as intermediaries. In addition, a theater is a play physical entity while drama is an abstract entity. So that's all for our discussion, and be ready for our learning activity quiz. And thank you for listening.